Melody Shari decided to go all the way back to 2020, breaking down police reports and incidents that most of us had only heard whispers about. She did not hold back this time. Melody made it clear that she is done covering for Martell, done protecting his image, and done letting him control the narrative. For years, she kept things private for the sake of her kids, but Martell continued to push, gaslight, and flip the script. Now it is his turn to be exposed. One of the first stories Melody shared was about a Christmas exchange that turned ugly. She was supposed to bring Martell some laptops while he was supposed to give her Christmas lights. Simple enough, right? But with Martell, nothing is simple. Melody showed up expecting a smooth handoff. But Martell refused to give her the lights, started acting petty, and before long, objects were being thrown. Melody even hurt her nail, and yes, a police report was filed. That moment shows exactly how Martell operates. With him, it is never about resolution. It is always about control. The way Melody told the story had people both laughing and shaking their heads. Kavaris, who was in the comments, kept reacting like, "Wait, what? Where is this coming from?" But when you've lived through that kind of chaos with someone like Martell, sometimes the only way to tell it is raw and unfiltered, and that's exactly what Melody did. Things became even darker when she reminded fans about another incident, where Martell threatened her so badly that she had to leave the house. This wasn't just normal arguing. This was intimidation, manipulation, and danger. While Melody sometimes uses humor when sharing, the truth is, none of it is funny. It was a pattern of abuse that lasted for years. The biggest shock came when Melody revealed text messages. She told Martell, "Don't punch a woman ever." And his response was, "I'm sorry for that punch. Do you hear me?" He admitted it right there in writing. No spinning it, no flipping it, no denying it. Yet Martell is still out here, telling people Melody is lying to ruin his image. But that's not her word against his, it's his own words exposing him. For years, fans have watched Martell puff out his chest, yell at women, and act aggressively on camera. Now, Melody has given us proof of what really happened behind the scenes. And when she said, "I'm not covering anymore," you could hear the weight in her voice. That was a woman who had carried the burden of protecting her abuser for too long and was finally letting it go. But Martell wasn't the only one involved. Melody also revealed that his mother, Marlene, used to team up with him to mentally break her down. Imagine being in your own home with not only your husband, but also your mother-in-law working against you. That's toxic on every level. Still, Melody found the strength to walk away, build her own life, and thrive. That is true strength, of course. Martell responded by trying to flip the story. He even posted that the abuser is no longer on my show. His show. Since when did Love and Marriage Huntsville become Martell Holt's show? Last I checked, it was an ensemble cast with Melody, the Scotts, Destiny, Peyton, and producers. Like Carlos King, for Martell to call it his show just proves how big his ego really is. And the fact that he's telling people to stop supporting Melody's businesses is laughable. Melody built her empire from the ground up, selling her products without dragging his name, while Martell is still struggling to sell his wine and clinging to the idea that he's relevant. If he were truly successful, he wouldn't need to mention Melody at all. But he can't let her gone. That is obsession. Speaking of obsession, let's not forget about Arione Curry. Every time Melody speaks her truth, Arione pops up, desperate to insert herself. But even after all these years and having a child with him, she's still second fiddle. Martell is still chasing and harassing Melody, not her. And what does Arione get? Food truck dates and Instagram rants. No shade to food trucks, but that's not the life she thought she was signing up for. This is why fans are so outraged. It's not just about drama, it's about danger. When a man shows this level of obsession, admits to hitting teams up with his mama to attack his wife, and refuses to let go even after divorce, that's not just messy TV, that's real-life danger. Women have lost their lives in situations like this. Melody speaking out is important because now no one can say they didn't know. She has laid it all out, and we have to take it seriously. Meanwhile, the rest of the cast is watching. Letitia has often downplayed Melody's pain, but how long can she keep doing that when the receipts are this clear? Marsa has witnessed Martell's behavior firsthand. Kimmy will probably call for accountability, while Morris will try to stay neutral, but silence speaks volumes. And Destiny, who has played both sides, will have to choose whether to stand with Melody or keep enabling Martell. And then there's Carlos King. Fans are already questioning how much he knew and why certain footage never aired. If moments of Martell's aggression were cut to protect him, then producers are guilty of enabling him too. Fans want answers about why Martell was allowed to keep his platform while Melody carried the weight of silence. So where does this leave us now? We have Melody's receipts, Martell's own admissions, Arione trying to stay relevant, and a cast caught in the middle. The truth is out, and Martell can't play both the victim and the villain anymore. You don't get to harass your ex-wife, drag her through court, gaslight her in public, and then cry foul when she speaks her truth. The receipts are here, the people are watching, and this story isn't going away. Melody has made it clear she has more to say, more proof to share, and more truth to bring to light. And if this story time is just the beginning, we are about to see a whole new side of the Martell and Melody saga. What makes all of this even more intense is how the public is reacting. Fans who once gave Martell the benefit of the doubt are now seeing him for exactly who he is. For so long, he managed to hide behind charm, good looks, and smooth talk, convincing people that Melody was bitter or exaggerating. But now the receipts speak louder than any excuse he could make. People are finally connecting the dots between his behavior on camera and the truths Melody has revealed behind the scenes. The facade is gone, and the real Martell is standing in full view. At the same time, Melody is gaining even more respect and support. Her decision to finally break her silence is not just about telling her story, it's about reclaiming her power. For years, she carried the shame and weight of protecting someone who hurt her. Now, she's showing other women that silence is not strength, and that speaking out is not weakness, survival. Fans are praising her courage, and many women are relating to her struggle on a personal level. What Melody is doing is bigger than TV. It's a reminder that abuse can happen anywhere, even behind